morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, June 20th, and today we'll talk about Roundhill. I'll also cover the update, I guess the status of where we are with Yieldmax since we had a day off yesterday, being Juneteenth, the market was closed. So first, let's do a Roundhill update. It's been a while since I talked about it, but what the heck is Roundhill, right? Well, Roundhill, it's another fund manager that runs a bunch of different ETFs, pretty cool named ETFs too. MeTV, Bets, Chat, Mags, Ozum. There's a whole bunch of them, right? But the ones we're here to talk about are the high yielding ones, of course, and we'll scroll down to those. So first we'll go right to QDTE. And so just so you know, there are two of them. There's QDTE and then there's XDTE. QDTE, as you can imagine, is a covered call strategy based on the NASDAQ. XDTE is based on the S&P. So let's go right into the fact sheet because, again, that's the shortcut. If you want to learn about these funds, fact sheet is basically like the book for dummies, right? The prospectus is ridiculous. It's 50-something pages probably, but this has pictures. This is nice and fancy. So if you don't know what the Roundhill funds do, I'll try to simplify it. So basically, this picture kind of sums it up. So if you look on the left, what do? They buy a call, right? So that's the long position, and that can go up. But if you see the line that kind of caps it, that's the call. They sell daily covered calls that expire the same day. So they actually open it and close it the same day. So this is during market hours. Again, they'll open a position. It'll have a cap where you can see that line is, which means your long will be capped when the market is open by that covered call strike price. And if it doesn't go above that, then guess what? You're gonna make some good premium. Either way, you're making premium. It's just a matter of, are you gonna be capped or not? So this is a true zero DTE, 0 days till expiration fund, and it works pretty good. And even better, if you look to the right, the call that they buy is a long-term call. Whatever happens overnight, like if the market decides to jump, they will capitalize on that appreciation. So in the end, it works out pretty good. All right, so let's go back to the website. All right, so what else can we talk about here? First, ETF to utilize 0 days to expiration, which is true, at least from what I've seen. Because Defiant is not true 0 DTE, it's 1 DTE. Expense ratio, 0.95%. I know it's high, but this is a lot of work. I'm not doing this type of work. Okay, so here's an example. The current holdings, right? This is as of in the morning. So market's not open. So the current holdings is just a call, right? They purchased the call that expires March 21st, 2025. And so if the market goes up on the NDX, then they make money, right? They make money. And right now, they're not going to sell this call. They're not going to capitalize on any gains, but the price of the ETF will. So during the day, they'll they'll sell a call, they'll open a new position, they'll sell a call on this, and they'll collect premium. And if the index goes above the call strike price, then they would have to take a loss for that day. If it stays at or below, then they'll collect the premium, and it'll be, again, a successful day. They pay us the premium. Whatever premium they make is approximately what they're going to pay out to us, which, by the way, is on a weekly basis. That is the biggest, thing about these funds. Not many other funds do. Actually, not any funds at all do that. There were a couple others, TGIF and WKLY, but they're gone now. Not sure why they're gone, but they're gone. So, and here's some distribution history. So their distribution history on their website is honestly, it needs work. Because if you hit distributions, I'll show you what happens. It brings you to the top, okay, distributions. Then you scroll down. So their distribution rate it shows 25%, and here's their calendar. All right, well, this is in the future. Why would you present this first? I don't care about that. And this is just like so bulky data we're looking at. Oh, and then here's history. Then you have to go to that to see the most current one, which is 29 cents. So their website, in my opinion, needs a lot of work. I'm not a big fan of their website, but I am a big fan of their funds. Here's some Q&A. When did they launch? Oh, March 7th. Okay. Expense ratio. Actively managed, obviously. What is a covered call strategy? So, they have some stuff on their website, but I just wanted to cover their website where you can get to this information real quick if you are curious. I did make a video on Roundhill way back when if you want to check it out. And also there is a YouTuber, he's called Reaching Riches. He kind of does what I do for Yieldmax for Roundhill. It's not daily, but it's once or twice a week. So go check him out. I'll pin his YouTube channel to the top comment here. All right, so let's get to the spreadsheet. That's what you're all here for, right? Another spreadsheet. So here's quick recap. They launched March 7th, 2024. QDTE trades on the NASDAQ. XDTE trades on the S&P. What else? The lowest, the current price. I mean, they're kind of, they've been staying capital, their capital has been maintaining pretty well. I should probably put their launch price to see what they launched at, maybe next time. Here's some details. Here's just a summary of what they do. So it's basically 2 trades. It's a buy call, which is a long, and then it's a sell call, which again, that's 0 days, and they get a credit for that. So that's a simplified version. All right, so now the actual data. So this is the historical. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. So here's all the distributions from day one. So on a weekly basis, they've paid 36 cents, 33 cents, and then they paid 9 cents. That kind of sucked. 26 cents, 33 cents, 25 cents, 31 cents, 37 cents, 21 cents. This is QDTE, by the way. 21 cents, 14 cents, 23 cents, 29 cents is the last one. So, and my formula, by the way, on the left, I do track the price, but I usually plug in the ex-dividend date price. So if you look here, this is going to pull the 620 strike price. So obviously that's not updated. So I'm going to have to clear that and put in what Market Watch shows. Hopefully it is the, so hit clear, I'll fix it later. I don't like messing with my sheets, but I'll do it for you guys. So let me refresh, see what it has. Subscribe now. Oh my God. All right, here it is. I don't know if this may or may not be ex-dividend date, like with the drop, but whatever. It shows 4602. So I'll plug that in. Okay, so if we look at that number, again, the 29 cents was the last one they paid. And based on that, the annualized yield comes to 33%. Website shows about 25 for QDTE. Total return, again, as of up to today, is 6.47%. So, this is from March. So this is pretty good. 3 months worth, you're making 6.47%. Again, a lot of it is paid out. I think, look from the beginning, March 7th, it shows 46.44. Currently, we're at 46.02. So kind of capital flat, which is what you want on these funds, because this is pretty high yield. It's not like Defiance, obviously. It's not like Yieldmax, some of them. But 25 to 30, the lowest obviously was 16%. Oh, there was even a 10%. But typically it'll be, we'll call it mid 25% range. And that's a pretty good number. That's kind of what you get out of FEPI. This is a very highly active, fund. So you kind of would expect a little more, maybe 30%, but And based on the last payment, that's what they paid, 33.82%. So that's, these are pretty good numbers. So far, so good for these funds. I know these funds are not as popular as the others. Not sure if they ever will be. But again, they pay out weekly, and people love to get paid weekly. The fact that, these aren't more popular for that reason alone is insane. But because I know, again, a lot of the comments I get, can you ask Yieldmax about a third or fourth week? I'm like, but meanwhile, Roundhill's just sitting here. They do covered calls on the index on a daily basis, and they pay weekly. Like, I don't know. The interest, it's surprising me. I don't know. I also don't know how big these funds are. I'll have to check the website, by the way. All right, so here's XDTE. Let's take a look at their price. Let me refresh. Let me close out these pop-ups. All right, 52.94. There you go. Quiet. No birds yet. All right, anyway, let's see. From the beginning, we'll just take a look at the beginning. Go down the list. Don't want to bore you guys, but this is what they've been paying. 20 cents, 12 cents. Look at this, 2 cents. That kind of sucked, but 19 cents, 37 cents, 25 cents, 23, 34, 13, 16, 11, 20, and the latest one is 22 cents, and that's an annualized yield of 22%. So QDTE, they're typically, for the most part, they're going to yield more because the NASDAQ is more volatile than the S&P, but at the same time, the S&P would be considered a safer option. I own both, very small portions, but I do own both of these funds because I think it's good to have exposure on both sides. And I think, again, they've both been doing pretty good. Launch price of XDTE looks to be around 52.46, and look at that, 52.94. Again, that could be with or without the drop in the distribution, but even if it does drop, it'll still be above what it launched at. So that's a good thing, obviously. And with a 22% annualized rate, capital flat, in fact, capital up. So far, so good. XDTE, great fund. Total return, you're up 5.88% in 3 months. So again, nothing bad to say about these funds. It's crazy that they're doing this good. Obviously, the last tab here is ROR. That's the retire on Roundhill. I did a video on that too. That video actually did pretty well. People love that video, but go check it out if you want. It's just a hypothetical. What would it look like if you invested in these funds? Weekly and things like that, and how it would go with the compounding effect of it. So yeah, anyway, if you guys aren't familiar with the spreadsheet, obviously I tracked the price, the income per share, the inception to date income, and things like that, just to see how it's performing. And I have to say, I'm impressed with Roundhill. This is really the first time, this spreadsheet is kind of automated minus the distribution piece, but I don't really look at it much, but I am impressed with these funds. So let me go check the size of the funds, by the way. QDTE is probably the bigger of the two, so let's just look at this one. Did I pass it? There it is, 34 million, okay. Yeah, so that's considered tiny in this industry, I guess. So if you click the drop down, our ATS, we can go to the other one. Oh, it won't let me scroll anymore. Okay, whatever. If I go back, can I do it? Jeez. All right, there's nerd. Love that ticker. All right, so what do we got here? Let's go to AUM. Oh, 12 million. Wow. Yeah, these are tiny. These are really tiny. They got to get out there and advertise. So, I don't know, man. These funds they're pretty damn good, in my opinion. But again, I should own more myself. I'm not gonna lie. I just, they're kind of boring. and they're considered to me safer in this world of high yield dividends. They're kind of safe. But the beauty of this fund, this is a fund that I can't replicate. I can't do this myself. I can't sell calls with 0 days to expiration. Like, number one, I don't even know how. Number two, I don't have the time. So I will gladly pay you the expense ratio for you to earn me the premium and pay it out on a weekly basis. So again, nothing but solid things to say about these funds. And like I said, go check out Reaching Riches. He has the details of actually how they make the money, how they perform week in and week out. And you guys can see how the funds work. It may be better to see it, the picture that way versus just looking at my spreadsheets. So anyway, that's the update to Roundhill. So I'll do a quick update to Yieldmax, where we stand. There's 2 trading days left, as you guys know. Real quick on Tesla, they have 1 strike price, and it's a 185 strike. It's 0.08% out of the money, all contracts. So 2 trading days, that's obviously super tight. So we need Tesla to really not do anything. All right, so if we go to NVIDIA, how are they doing for today? Well, they have 2 strike prices. 1 is in the money, so 21,000 contracts, 135 strike, that's 0.43% in the money. And then you got about almost 34,000 contracts, 137 strike, that's 1.05% out of the money. So far you need Tesla basically not to move. You need NVIDIA to not move. And now we'll look at Coney. How are their strikes? Oh, okay. So crypto's been tanking, so their strikes, they're out of the money now, which is good. They got quite a few contracts and strike prices, this and that. But the lowest strike, small position, 250 strike, that's 5.95% out of the money. And then, one of their larger positions is 11% out of the money. Their highest is 12% out of the money. So they're anywhere from 5 to 12% out of the money with 2 trading days. So Coney is doing much better than the other 2, which probably means Misty is also doing good, right? Because if crypto has been tanking, their calls and their strike prices percent out of the money is going to look better. All right, so here is Misty. They are anywhere from 7 to 12% out of the money. Their strikes are from 1580 all the way up to 1650. Largest holding though, 1610 is the strike price. So, and that's 9% out of the money. So they're looking pretty good. So crypto one's looking pretty good. Tesla, even NVIDIA, a little tight. So we'll see what the week brings. I will go to the pre-market because it is after 5 and there should be some pre-market action here. Man, they got that pop up. Woo! Is that going to be there forever? Guess so. All right, Tesla pre-market as of 5:35 a.m. This is not good. It's green. It's up 0.36%, 185. Tesla is up 0.45%, 1563. NVIDIA is up, it's up 2.74%. It's at 139.25. That is not good for those strikes. NVIDIA is up 1.66%. So, hello, Cap. It's at 31.82. Look at that. I love that, man. Freaking NVIDIA. The GOAT. Coin. All right, that's good. Let it go up. It's up 1.61%. It's at 239.76. Come on, crypto. You can recover a little. Coney is up 1.5%. So look at that. 1.6 versus 1.5. See, because they're not capped. It's nice to get some appreciation there. So Coney's at $21.64. MSTR, boom, it's up 2.22%, 1502. The buying opportunity on Misty might be gone. It's about to hit $30 again. Misty is up 1.5%, 29.78. TSLL, this is what I do options myself on. By the way, I made my options whiteboard video yesterday. Oh my God. I thought I did okay, and then I kind of got interrupted at the end, and it mentally screwed me up, so I had to stop it. And then I did like a part 2, which was a shitty part 2, because my son had a play date, and they started getting in the background, so I just cut it off. And I don't know, I was going to delete both. I decided to post both. I'm sure it looks stupid, but I had to post it anyway. Like I said, I'll try to do a follow-up. I'm going to do like a live version of, options whiteboard video and see how it goes. but it just never works out when you have a full house of, kids and whatnot. Anyway, TNA is up 0.56%. It's at 3609. AMDY is up 0.56%. It's at 1625. AMZ is down 0.05%. It's at 2175. And Bitcoin is up 1.28%. No surprise, obviously, looking at the other two. It's at 65,688. Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy. So yeah, that's the summary. That's the Roundhill update. Of course, I had to ruin the Roundhill video with a Yieldmax update because, again, it's kind of like a recap. It's like a Monday recap because we did have a full day off, so we kind of forget what the heck is going on. So I figured I'd combine the two. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you were entertained. If not, we will try again tomorrow, right? So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. If you don't mind, if you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. It helps. It goes a long way. You guys have been doing pretty good with that. So, I do appreciate it. But yeah, I think that's it for the day. No other video today. It's going to be slower. I'm just going to do the daily videos probably for the rest of the week. And then, I don't know. We'll see what happens in New York. It's going to be a crazy busy day. I'm not even ready to go. But I got work today, so let's get that out of the way and go from there. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to keep the conversation, if you're already in the live chat, there is a Discord link. It's attached to my channel, unless it's expired. And if it is, let me know. I'll refresh it. But yeah. Always ongoing conversations there. A lot of smart people there. And go check it out if you want. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'm done talking already for the day. But have a good one. Later.